musculardevelopment.com. I'm IFBB Pro Jennifer Dawn, and I'm here with
Capurso
and
Steve Mousharbash.
Both of these guys are IFBB Pro men's physiques, and men's physique class has been just blast in the NPC, and now onto the IFBB. The guys are just looking really phenomenal. And tell me when you got your pro card.
2011 Team U.
And how long have you been competing for that?
I started in the INBF, the WBFF, other organizations much beforehand, so Musclemania. So I had about 4 years of experience, doing other fitness venues. I did one bodybuilding show, but I did the first NPC show at the Atlantic States Steve Weinberger show.
Awesome. So now that you're with the NPC, you're staying with the IFBB, right?
Oh, of course, of course.
Of course, because, you wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
Of course not. This organization was not, or my division was not around. So, yes, I'm here to stay.
He's here to stay, and he's doing awesome on the stage and working with bodybuilding.com, Cellucor, who else?
Those are my two sponsors right now, bodybuilding.com, and I won the LA Fit Expo 2012, so I joined teams with them then, and then I signed a few months after with Cellucor, who I was talking to for a good year, in contract and things. So.
Yeah, how awesome is that? You're there, and they're like, oh, just come sign the paperwork. Let's just get this over with, right?
Yeah, it kind of was an easy transition after that.
So tell me about the difference between the amateur and the pro level right now in the men's physique. What do you see that's different?
Well, I was on stage at the Orlando show 2 weeks ago with Steve and the other guys, and just from us sitting back and watching as we did our routine, and then we're on the side, because we just get to watch everyone come out, and I was just telling myself, I was like, man, I don't want to be the judge right now. It's really hard. You're noticing that we're all pros and that there's very small differences between us. I think the biggest thing on the amateur stage is you can go from having a very new competitor, maybe a first timer, to someone who's seasoned, who has national experience. So there's a big gap in not performance, but size, conditioning, level of experience, confidence on stage. As a pro, you have all those things. You've proven yourself through the amateurs and the way the rigorous NPC does it. You got to be a regional show, then you go to nationals, and it's kind of like you have to prove yourself to win, and you can't just turn pro. And some of the other organizations, you could just get a pro card, walk on, and that's it.
Yeah, we don't
this is like you gotta step up from the little leagues to the JV to the varsity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
oh, most definitely.
Experience.
Great. So, and tell me about your story.
Tell you about my story?
He's a simple guy, which is good.
Well, similar as Craig, we both started out in bodybuilding first, Musclemania and a few other federations, and enjoyed it, but got to the point where I just didn't feel like putting any more weight on. So I said, NPC was coming out with men's physique. And I said, well, I think that may give it a run. So I think in 2011, Junior USA's, everybody was trying to go for their pro card. And I think everybody felt like that was the package that was a winning package. So nobody knew what was going on, what they were looking at. And it was very subjective, and you had 100 different looks and a lot of great looks. So I thought it was a great showing, had a great run. Got my pro card last year at the USA's in Vegas, 2012, and then did the Valenti Cup right after that. And Craig and I both did the Europa 2 weeks ago.
So what is that like, competing against your friend?
I love it. I mean, as a true competitor and athlete, and we were talking about this earlier, I don't think it's, oh my gosh, he's going to be there, oh great, kind of thing. It's, I hope he shows up, because I'm bringing my A game. I'm hoping, but it's not in a vindictive manner or anything like that. It's solely as a true athlete and competitor. I think we all want to push ourselves to the limit.
I totally feel the same way. I mean, I've competed in so many shows where the same girl is there or different girls are there. You don't know who's going to show up, so you just have to bring your package and bring what you're bringing. Right? Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I enjoy it when people are training hard and, after it for the right reasons, and it's a pleasure to be around everybody and that type of mentality. And I'm sure Craig can say the same thing of being in this sport for such a long time. It's not so much about lifting the weight or going to the gym or eating the food. It's about getting your mind to that place day after day, especially when you're nearing the show. You start to go, oh my gosh, well, it's that mind that really takes over. And I think that's where a lot of even the young competitors can benefit from, is getting in that place where the mind frame is right.
Well, that's a lot of great advice for the new guys, and hopefully they're listening and taking some notes. But we're going to leave you for the to go get some rest, because you're at the Pittsburgh Pro and you're competing tomorrow. At what time?
We're supposed to be here at 10 a.m.
So 10 a.m. We'll have some video of them eventually, yes. See them rocking them shorts. I heard they're going to shorten the shorts a little bit so we can see some legs.
Oh, thank goodness.
Both of us.
I think it's great news for me.
Yes.
So, musculardevelopment.com. Bye.
Cheers.